It is the Riot Podcast. This is the Thursday, September 28th edition. This is the last show with me for a few days.
Now we're talking.
Yeah. Nikki's going to be filling in the next couple of days while I go on vacation. I am going to Pensacola Beach, Florida. And I don't want to, bore people too much with vacation details because, first of all, there's not a lot of details. We're going. We have nothing planned. We're just going to be there, just beach it, and have a good time. But I am curious about this. Here's one thing that's been on my mind. Is we're going to a very, it's Pensacola Beach. It's right on the beach. The only reason you'd be there is if you're on vacation. I'm curious what the crowd will be like. Who will be the other people there? How crowded will it be? Will my wife and I be the youngest people in town at all the restaurants and stuff we go to?
Good question. Let me find out for you.
Yeah. Because, I'm sure that during spring break or whatever, summertime, there'd probably be, a lot of college people or a bunch of families with kids during the summer. But now it's school time. The only people vacationing there are probably like people that have summer homes there or something, or I guess winter homes. I mean, I feel like we might be a little out of place.
It says the median age is 36 and a half years in Pensacola.
I just don't know.
I'm also looking at the safest and most dangerous places in Pensacola.
Oh, yeah.
Because their crime rate on crimegrade.org graded out as an F.
I'm glad
you are in danger.
Yeah. Well, we'll be in Pensacola Beach, not in Pensacola proper, if that makes a difference. It's surprising, too, because they have a military base there and stuff.
Yeah. I can't be sure if I can trust this.
Yeah.
This whole graded out.
I'm not going to be afraid.
I hope you get mugged.
If I do, how bad will you feel?
I'll feel terrible.
Yeah.
If you get beaten up now.
So
you think the beach? See, I think too. You and your wife are there.
Mm-hmm.
You guys gonna just beach it the whole weekend?
Yeah, that's what I'm picturing. We do not have anything planned, but we get there Friday afternoon. I think Friday afternoon we just probably will chill out for a little bit. Get some dinner out, whatever. Maybe go to the beach. They also have a pool and the beach. I think Saturday will be all beach.
I
think that will
be
the majority of the day will be beach, and then Sunday maybe partly beach, partly football. Because we're not going to not watch football while we're on vacation.
You can go somewhere to watch it.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Big game between the Patriots and the Cowboys.
Because you're at a hotel, right?
Yeah.
So you're not watching in the hotel room.
No, I don't think so. We'll probably go out and plant ourselves at one of the restaurants there that has the games on and just chill out for a while, get a bunch of wings or something. And then Monday we come back. So it's not that long of a trip, actually. It feels long.
It's a perfect length.
It's 4 days, but it's really only 2.5 days of vacationing. And I think that's going to get eaten up real quick.
Wait, are you guys flying out tonight?
Tomorrow.
Oh, you fly out tomorrow morning.
But we get an hour back because it's Central Time. Yeah. And so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what Friday is going to look like. I picture Saturday being all beach all the time. And then Sunday.
Friday will be a lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
But the whole flying thing, you'll feel weird after flying.
Yeah.
Get in there. It looks like a beautiful weekend in Pensacola.
Yeah, the temperatures look nice.
90 degrees.
Temperatures for the air and the water look great.
No rain either.
I saw that there's how they have the flag warnings for the beach?
The flag warnings?
Yeah, if it's the red one with the thing, that means red means don't go in the water. There's the hurricane flag. But then there's normally it's a green flag where you're good to go. But there's also a purple flag where it means you're good to go. You can still go in, but there might be dangerous animals in the water. In the last few days, it's had the purple flag there, which could mean jellyfish, or it could mean some kind of fish that could be
like a shark.
It could be sharks. I don't know. It's the Gulf. Is there sharks in that area?
Of course there is.
Probably. So I
There's
don't know.
sharks everywhere, man.
It's not going to scare me out of going in the water. They still say it's safe or whatever. I believe there's still lifeguards and everything. So I'm willing to take my chances, but I'm curious what that means, if there is jellyfish or what it means.
Well, let me give you. Are you up with the things to do in Pensacola? Like the history of Pensacola. I assume you know Pensacola, America's first settlement.
Really?
Founded in 1559.
I didn't know that.
Over 460 years of history and heritage to explore.
Wow. I don't think
That's what they say at
I doubt
Pensacola.com.
I'll be doing any of that.
Amusement parks, outdoors, downtown, family fun, arts and culture, sports, shopping, the Blue Angels.
Yeah.
The U.S. Navy flight demonstration.
I've seen the Blue
every
Angels.
year.
But not in Pensacola, obviously. I've seen them. And maybe it was the circumstances, but I mean, it was cool, but I also hated it. So, sorry if that's an interest of yours, but it's not the Angels' fault. It was just the circumstances surrounding seeing them.
So
Did
you're
not
thinking,
make it feel worthwhile.
So are you doing any sort of like going around and seeing the sights? Or are you just relaxation?
Probably not. We're going to see what comes, what may. See how we feel. Maybe we'll get there. We'll be like, well, we've got it. I'm tired of sitting around at the beach or whatever. And we hit these restaurants that we care about, or, like it's time to go out and do something. But I find that hard to believe. I think we're just going to.
Yeah, you're not there for long enough to get bored of the beach, I don't think.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And the weather won't be bad enough to scare us away from the beach where we have to, if we don't do anything, we have to sit in the hotel. So I think we probably just may not leave a very big square mile radius. We may not leave walking distance of the hotel.
What's the most likely thing that your wife could make you upset about?
That's a good question. What a great question.
What's the most likely fight to happen? She doesn't want to go to the beach. You do.
Probably the way I am is, I don't even know. Because I was going to say, like, what if I'm up and at 'em and ready to go? Because I'm usually more of an early riser than her. And it doesn't take me as long to get ready.
She feels like she's wasting the day away.
Yeah, and I'm like, come on, it's our vacation. Let's get out to the beach. But I don't think I'm going to be that way this time because we have nothing planned. So it's not like, oh, you're eating into our time doing this because she won't be. So I think by not having a plan, we plan things out so well.
Yeah, that's nice.
Which is very out of character for me.
So at least in that way.
I've spent a lot of time not planning, though.
Yeah.
Just looking up everything and not setting anything in stone.
Well, I was looking at things to possibly do, and nothing was like popping off the page.
There's nothing in or around Pensacola. It's like, well, you can't go and not do this.
And not do this, yeah.
So I think just being beach bums and being a little touristy, that's just going to be what we do.
But when you come back, if you guys have a fight, that would make for great radio.
Yeah, I'll let you know. That would probably be the most interesting thing that would happen on the trip for sure.
Well, a relaxing weekend, it sounds like. Yeah. I'm sure it'll be fun.
And we've got a good podcast coming up for you, talking about if it's a good move to let your child, if your mom lets you have a fun day off from school every month, is that good or bad? We get to that. We also talk about the Golden Bachelor, password sharing, and a whole lot more. And then stick around the next couple days to hear Nikki on the show. Welcome her back. Yep. Isaiah, enjoy your time without me. It's a vacation for you too, isn't it?
Oh, it is. We'll see you soon.
We'll catch you next time.
Add a little riot to your Instagram feed. Follow @RadioU Official. The Riot. Radio U.
This is a really exciting moment for us. It's someone we've had on the show before, but this is the first time bringing her in studio. We have relationship expert, relationship coach, Sheena, in the building with us. Sheena, it's good to meet you in the flesh.
Hi, guys. This is so exciting to actually be here again. I've been listening since I was 13, so wow, it's amazing to be sitting here with you.
Well, we're glad you're in here this morning.
Yes.
It's a lot easier to be able to talk to you when you're in person than over the phone. That way, when Hudson and I say stupid things, you can see in our faces that we're actually joking. We're joking.
Or that we feel bad. Or both. But the reason that for everyone that we wanted to have Sheena on is because the Golden Bachelor premieres tonight, right? Mm-hmm. The Golden Bachelor is the new version of The Bachelor where it's like everybody's over 60. The Bachelor himself, Gary is his name. He's like he might be 70. I don't know exactly. But we thought it would be an interesting thing to look at of how dating is different for people who are older. So first of all, and for people who are dating on The Bachelor, my first question for you is, if you had a client, somebody you were coaching, and they're like, I'm going on The Bachelor to try to find love, what the heck would you tell them?
So first of all, that would be super exciting to get to be a coach for a contestant on The Bachelor. I think that would be full of drama and fun and things that I've never gotten to coach before. But if I were to coach one of those lucky ladies on the Golden Bachelor, I think the first piece of advice that I would give to her is to remember that you're on a reality TV show. So there's an element of drama and competition. So it'd be really easy to kind of get lost in that and to forget why she's there, and to help her refocus on, you're here to find love. You're here to, get to know this guy. So really focus on finding that spark and developing it, and don't let the competition pressure you or make you impatient, and allow that to happen kind of naturally.
I would struggle with that.
Yeah.
I know for a fact that right away I'd be like automatically thinking, I'm on TV. I want to look good on here. And I know for a fact that I would for sure like play up my personality 10x on TV.
I'm just surprised you wouldn't just tell them, no, don't do that. That's a horrible idea. You'll never find love there. But
No.
Stranger things have happened.
Yeah, I believe it. My question is, how about some advice, talking about the Golden Bachelor? There's so many people that are used to like dating in their 20s. That's kind of like the normal thing, at least for me. And so I think like there's so much advice out there for that, rather than like advice to someone who's older, like in their 60s or 70s. So what would the difference be in advice from a 20-year-old versus like a 60-year-old if they're trying to like put themselves out there and go on dates and things like that?
Yeah, so this is a great question, and I think my answer might actually surprise you. I would say that the advice that I give to my 70-year-old clients and my 20-year-old clients actually doesn't differ that much, because the thing is, the fundamentals of relationships and dating don't change just because you're getting older. So a good example of this is, being your most authentic and genuine self is the golden rule, whether you're the Golden Bachelor or you're having your very first relationship.
Nice.
So I think that, the relationship advice wouldn't change that much. But the one piece of advice that I would give to somebody that is older is to not be afraid to try new things. So just because you're getting older doesn't mean that you can't keep having fun. You can't experience excitement, adventure, and brand new experiences. So the advice that I've given to my older clients is to go date people, meet new people, try new things. You deserve that, regardless of what anyone thinks.
Okay. And then the last question then is, there's probably people listening right now who are thinking, the idea of my parents or grandparents getting out there and dating sounds horrible. I don't know if it's exactly your area of coverage, but what would you say to people who are seeing grandparents and parents dating and being like, what like just uncomfortable with
Grammy,
it?
no.
Yeah, come on. Like, how would you respond to that?
So this is actually quite common. I've heard this a lot, where it really makes people feel uncomfortable and weird to see their parents and grandparents dating, right? Because we don't see our parents and grandparents in this light. So when that, becomes a thing, it really shocks us of, wait, my parents or grandparents, are sexual beings. What? I didn't know this. I think that the biggest piece of advice is to be reflective. So really asking yourself, like, where is this discomfort coming from? Is this, just because I'm shocked to see this, or is this a situation like Gary from the show where he's a widower? It might be hard to watch your parent or grandparent move on if you haven't even moved on and dealt with that grief. Or if your parents or grandparents have split up, that would be a hard thing to see too, because you have a relationship with both of those people, and to see them move on could feel like you have loyalty somewhere and not with the other person. So really figuring out where that's coming from is super helpful. And I think, having some empathy. So remembering this is a person, they're your loved one, but we all love and companionship and intimacy. So your parents and grandparents, regardless of how old they get, that's not going to change. It's not going to change for us either as we get older. So having some empathy for, and putting yourself in their position of what that would feel like. And just kind of allowing yourself to know, like, this is normal. Most people feel this way. It's really weird to see, and being able to acknowledge that it's normal to feel this way really helps. And last thing is just allow yourself to adjust to that. It's okay if it takes some time to, get used to that and set some boundaries. Have conversations with your loved one of, hey, I'm not ready for this, or I only want to meet this person in these situations. And having that open conversation not only will help build that bond with that loved one, but it allows you to kind of, get used to that in baby steps, which might be a little easier. So, and if you're really struggling with that, I always recommend, talking to people in your social circle. So that might be a trusted friend or another family member who might also be struggling with that or is having an easy time with that. Being able to talk that out and have that objective perspective is always great. And if you're really struggling, there's always professionals out there. And, when we say get professional help, we tend to think of like counselors, therapists, or even a coach. And it doesn't have to be that. There's a lot of options from social support groups to wellness centers, fitness centers. A lot of personal trainers are just like therapists in a way. And even a family doctor. The important thing is that you find somebody that you trust and are comfortable talking with to get that objective perspective. So the support is out there if you're willing to find it. So there is definitely a way that you can work through that.
I like that. Hopefully that helps someone. And now I feel like I'm going to watch The Golden Bachelor in a whole new light.
I can't imagine, like, let alone like thinking about like my grandparents dating, right? I can't imagine thinking about like one of my grandparents going on The Golden Bachelor and having to like go on the show and be like, yes, that is my grandmother, Lisa. She is on the show. Everyone saw her dating. Like, that would be so terrible. I can't imagine. Let alone thinking about the day-to-day.
I think you'd need like a really good therapist for that.
Oh, yeah. If they were going on The Golden Bachelor, there's no way you can tune in. You can't tell anyone that that's your grandmother or grandfather because no matter what, like in your day-to-day life, they embarrass you enough. If they go on The Golden Bachelor, like you will never recover from that.
Well, Sheena, thanks for the help. Thanks for coming in and being with us today. And if you want to find out more about Sheena, you can go to wellness360coach.com/Sheena Hansel. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Nobody does it better. The Riot Radio U.
I want you to tell me you think this is a good mom or a bad mom. This lady on TikTok, she's from New Jersey. She's causing a debate because she says she allows her daughter to choose one day per month to take off from school for no good reason. Well, I guess is it a good reason? It's up to you. It's not because she's sick. She gets a free day off per month just for whatever reason the little girl wants.
So just for fun.
Just a fun day. Yeah. Is
Interesting.
Is that a good mom move or
No.
a bad mom move?
I don't think it's a great mom move
Why do you say that?
because I don't think that the daughter,
Yeah.
should be, she's 6 years old. I guess she
pretty-
is young.
She's pretty young.
But what is she going to school for? 3 hours? I mean, come on.
And what's she learning? Colors?
School at that
Yeah.
age should be fun.
I agree with that.
That's the whole thing. Is I think that this is teaching at an early time that school is not fun. You have to skip school to have fun.
So, that's,
She's gonna look forward to this day more than any school day.
That's kind
So
of
I
a,
think that's it's bad,
kind of a galaxy brain take a little bit.
and that's smart.
Yeah.
Because I always thought of school as fun, but that's because I never missed school. I never just got a fun day where I was like, oh,
Yeah.
this Friday I'm staying at home. I
Yeah.
never missed school.
That's because your house sucked. No.
That's because my house wasn't fun.
Yeah. But no, I like that take actually. I do like though, I think this is nice. The mom, like when the daughter gets the fun day per month, the mom says that it's like a bonding time for them. So like the mom's home with her and they'll spend the day playing together, drinking bubble tea, eating cotton candy, going to the mall or something like that. Like they'll do stuff together. So it's a good mom and daughter time. Some parents, they just let the kids be. This is the chance. Maybe the mom's doing this because she's having fun. It sounds like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that this is. I mean, I get what she's going for here. The
Yeah.
whole bonding thing.
Uh-huh.
I feel like you could do that at any time if you really wanted to. You could do that after school. You know, when I was this age, after school, I used to get a donut. And that was my bonding time.
Yeah.
I would go with my mom to what was called, I believe, the Whistle Stop. I remember it to this day. And we would get a donut.
Yeah.
And that was what was exciting about my school day. I got to do school all day, and my reward was the donut. So maybe instead of doing this during the school day, after the school day, since you did such a good job at school, now you get to have the fun bubble tea or whatever it is. Dang, isn't that wild that now it's a bubble tea?
Yeah.
Back when I was in school, it was like, man, I got a Boston cream.
Uh-huh.
Now we're talking.
Yeah. But it's a different world. So do you think, okay, so the daughter's 6, you think there is an age where like if the mom started at like 12 or something, middle school maybe, when school possibly becomes less fun and you need like a pick-me-up day every once in a while?
I would say not like, one, you can't do it once a month. That's way too often.
It's too much?
I don't even get one day off a month from work.
I know. I wish we did. I think about how much happier we'd be
If we got one day off.
if we got a fun day per month.
Well, that's because everybody knows that this isn't fun, okay? Everybody knows that work isn't fun.
So
But
yeah,
school
we
is,
should
we're
get
supposed
it.
to be tricked into thinking school is fun. I think you could do this like once a season. You get like a fall fun day, a winter fun day, the
Yeah.
spring fun day. That should be it. If you're
That's
going to
where
do
you
the
draw
whole
the
fun day
line.
thing. But most kids just go every day and then fake be sick. Like, why don't you just fake be sick like the normal kids?
Yeah, right.
And then once your parents go to work, then you're like, okay, I can do whatever I want now.
This is Radio U's Worst of the Riot.
It's now official. It's illegal, or I guess not illegal. It's against Disney Plus policy to share your password outside of your household in Canada.
Losers.
The crackdown has begun. It's only a matter of time till it makes its way stateside as well. But Disney Plus has officially changed their policies in Canada, where they're tired of all the password sharing going on, and they're taking some steps to prevent it, to stop you from doing it in Canada, which Netflix has done here in the U.S. Have you actually lost access to any Netflix account because of the password sharing yet?
No, I still have the one from the guy who bought my
You don't
had
even
my
know
TV
him.
before.
You don't even know him.
I bought a TV on Facebook Marketplace. It was still logged into Netflix, and it hasn't even kicked me off that. I still watch Netflix on whoever dad's profile is.
Yeah,
So that's how you know that they're really not cracking down.
they're not. They say
If
they
I'm
are.
still on there, everyone should be.
How do you think? I mean, how can they be so inept at doing that?
I don't know. I have no idea. I
'Cause it
assumed
has-
I'd be the first one to go.
Yeah, right. That's what I thought for you, and I thought for me as well. Me and my family, the owner of the one who pays for the Netflix account, my brother, we live in different states, and it's never once told me. And we watch Netflix all the time. Me and my wife.
I've never even had a hard time logging in.
Yeah.
I'm auto in every time. I
Uh-huh.
click on the app, it pops up. I
I've-
get dad, boom, I'm in.
I put Netflix on new devices, actually. I just got a new phone, and I forgot about that. I just logged into it the other day. It's a new device. I don't understand. So here's hoping that Disney is not, is just as inept as Netflix is at actually cracking down on this. Hopefully it doesn't work. You ever think about this too? Isn't it crazy? Like if you pay for Disney Plus, right? Or Netflix or any of these things, if you're the one paying for it, who are they to tell you to not? It's your account. Why can't you do what you want?
Because realistically, I'm pretty sure, right? Only so many people can watch it at a time.
Yes.
Like, I have,
I have run into with
Yeah.
Netflix.
And so who cares who's watching it? Right?
Yeah.
Like my family has Disney Plus, and so they aren't kicking me off.
Yeah.
Disney's not getting rid of me on this one. I'm on it.
Yeah.
I'm on this one. This is legit. And so, but only like me and two of my brothers probably can watch it at the same time. And then if mom and dad want to tune in, they can't.
Yeah.
So who's to say that if cousin Eddie wants to be able to watch, then guess what? One brother's not going to be able to watch at that time. But at the same time, it never really overlaps like that. So that's probably why Disney Plus is upset.
Yeah.
Because you really can. I mean, I'm on that. This is also wild. I'm on that guy's Netflix account. Thank you, whoever it is. And I've never been kicked off for too many users on.
Wow.
Never once. So I'm also thinking they must have some expensive bundle.
They maybe, or
'Cause there's like
maybe they just never use
There's
it.
like 6 profiles on there.
Yeah.
And so I
You would
assume
think.
there's like a couple kids. It's a whole family.
Yeah.
We're just a part of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just I know they want every individual to pay for an account, but at the same time, if you're paying for it, what business is it of theirs who you let log in?
But they
I
just
would
want
think that's
everybody to pay for it.
They want everybody to pay for it, but I also don't know that there's any simple way. The more and more now that Netflix has tried and it doesn't seem like they've succeeded very much.
Has anybody been kicked off? Have you been kicked off? Let me
Yeah.
know, because clearly you did something wrong.
Yeah. 8772.
I don't know how you got kicked off.
Radio U, if you've actually experienced Netflix kicking you off for password
I'm
sharing.
sorry for your
Yeah.
loss.
Oh, hi there.
Worst of the riot.
Crank that up.
Radio U.
Well, Isaiah. Finally, actually coming into work, I found a positive. It's paying off. Us coming into work every day, it's keeping us in better shape.
No wonder.
Yeah.
I mean, people have been thinking it.
People have been wondering how we get these bodies. It's by coming into work every day, not working from home. A new study from MyFitnessPal. That's a fitness app I've seen before. They found that people who work from home on average consume 800 more calories per day than those who go into the office and get 3,500 fewer steps per day than those who go into the office.
Well, that adds up.
You're eating more, you're getting less exercise if you work from home instead of going into the office.
Do we need to even explain why that is? I mean, I think everybody knows. You're 5 feet from your fridge.
Yeah.
You're at your house. You can snack whenever you want.
You're
and
probably alone, so there's no judgment. If the coworkers saw you constantly raiding the fridge at work, even if there is stuff in there, they might start to judge.
you're sitting on the couch, laying in the bed, sitting in your chair. You don't have to maneuver from the house.
Uh-huh.
I walk around the station here just for fun. I walk the stairs just to kill
Yeah.
time.
I literally walk on my lunch break here. You think I'd do that if I was working from home?
No, you'd be laying in your bed.
Yeah. I'd watch Netflix or something.
See, but this isn't, we aren't indicting you, work from home.
No, not necessarily.
What we're doing is educating you. Now you can make an effort
Uh-huh.
to get your steps in while at home
Yeah.
and snack a little bit less.
There's no reason you can't have the best of both worlds. You can work from home and still be in shape, but you just got to put in the extra effort. You got to be more thoughtful about it.
See, because what you can do, you have a cheat code to it, work from
Mhm.
homers, because during your lunch break,
Uh-huh.
that's when you should go to the gym. You can eat the
could.
whole day from at work because you're at home. Like while you're working, you can have a full course meal
Uh-huh.
the whole time, and then when your quote unquote lunch break rolls around, that's your chance to go to the gym at noon
Mhm.
when nobody else is there because you're on your lunch break or whatever
Yep.
it is. You already
Mhm.
ate your lunch, and then you're able to just get in the routine of that. Because if you work in office all day and you work that typical 8 to 5, it's a lot harder to convince yourself to go to the
Yeah.
gym after that long day at 5 o'clock when it's the most busy time.
Mhm.
So really, work from home
Or to-
ease. You guys should be going to the gym at noon.
Or I was thinking, why even go to the gym? You get like a treadmill, you have a walking desk. Like that's way less weird at home than it would be at work.
Yeah, work that's just not permitted.
Yeah. Or just inconvenient, but at home, if you've already got some kind of equipment anyways, you could easily work and work out at the same time.
See, I'm not as big of a treadmill-y
Yeah. But just something, you know?
because I feel like people, you get it and you're like, I'm really going to use it. And then you spend like $1,000 on it.
Yeah.
And then you're like, am I going to use it?
If you're working from home, you should.
You
got
should.
no excuse.
No excuse.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think hopefully this is inspiring to people. It's not condemning. It's inspiring. Get out.
Or you can just relax.
I was
I
gonna
mean,
say
we're
get
not
out
against that
there.
either.
Yeah.
Or
You
just hang
can,
out.
yeah. And
Whatever makes you happy.
If you go into the office, imagine how much fatter you'd be if you work from home.
There you go. That's the real.
Tell yourself that every day when you're like, oh, I can't believe I have to go to work.
At least you're getting your steps in, whether you like it or not.
Wasn't that a great Riot clip? While you're here, you should watch more of our videos and subscribe so you don't miss what we do next.